All right, welcome back. We appreciate you joining us, and as always, we are very happy to have Lisa Schilling with us today. And you may know Lisa from all the shows she's done here on HTV. And Lisa, it's great to have you here.
Thank you so much, Martin. It's good to be back on set with you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, I want to talk about, let's first of all say South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority.
That's it, the whole name. Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about where are we now? Because we've been through the tragedy. Things are starting to set in. People are tired. People are irritable. We all going through the same thing. Help us through this.
Sure. So first of all, let me just talk a few minutes about our sites,
Sure.
if you don't mind. So for our behavioral health clinics, we are up and running in Morgan City. We were on the 8th. And we had some abbreviated hours from 9 to 2, but now they're regular, 8 to 4:30. And then also on the 9th, we went with abbreviated hours for Terrebonne here in Helma, and those are still 9 to 2 abbreviated hours. And then we opened up LaPlace last Thursday, so we're excited about that. They're abbreviated hours as well from 9 to 2. And so 3 of our sites are going. Raceland site is still in remediation, but we're seeing some of those patients in Terrebonne. So we've been really lucky with that. We've seen 2,126 individuals so far, which is really good. Those individuals are coming into our sites. We've had 22 crises, but only 5 PECs, people that need to go to the hospital. So we're able to kind of mitigate that by what we're doing in the clinic setting and then also what we're doing on our call line. So we're glad about that. We had 1,443 telephone encounters, so just reaching out to people and checking up on them as well. And then our web encounters, so people coming through on our portal for our electronic health record and checking up on medication refills. And with the 5 shelters that were in Morgan City, I guess, well, not just Morgan City, but St. Mary Parish. We handed out 383 lock bags to make sure that they couldn't get in and out of their medications unless they really needed them. And then 300 Deterra bags. So that will actually disintegrate medications that are not used or needed. So some really good, statistics of services that we're able to provide in this short period of time. For developmental disabilities, we have contacted 1,232 of our 1,256 waiver participants.
Really?
So we're trying to locate all of them and make sure that we can get their services for them.
That's a good percentage.
I think so too. 72 have been contacted to date for our flexible family fund. So a lot of those went out of town as well. So we're trying to get their address changed so we can get their checks to them. And then also for the individual and family support clients, we have checked up on about 71 to date. So those are people that really need, the services in the home and have the support. So we've made a lot of progress. We still have a lot to go. But what I did want to share with you also is some of the information that we're getting on our call line. A lot of the discussion, and that's that first graphic that you have, Jason, on severe exhaustion.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are really going through this process right now. You and I were just talking about it. So you're trying to clean up. You're trying to figure out what you're going to do with your home, or just like if you have family members that are somewhere else, and how do we help them? You just have a lot of chronic mental and physical fatigue.
I wouldn't be surprised if over 90% of our population here is exhausted.
Oh, well, I am. I know you are too. I feel like, we've been working around the clock ever since just to get everything up and open. And so that next graphic tells you a little bit about how to stay, in sync with your body. Hot weather safety tips. I think this is really important because everybody's working outside in the heat. So stay hydrated. That's really a strong one right there. So drink lots of fluids. Water is the best thing to drink. Let's not try to go the alcohol route right now. Avoid dehydrating liquids. So they talk about that, the alcohol, the coffee, the tea, and caffeinated soft drinks. Whenever we go through a crisis like that, it's really easy if you have had addictions to go back to those things that you're familiar with, alcohol, drugs and stuff. Let's try to stay away from that if we can. That's why we got a call line. Wear protective clothing. Make sure it's lightweight, light-colored, loose-fitting. Pace yourself. That's really one thing. You can't get it all done in one day. So,
we all try to.
We do, though. Just try to pace yourself.
Yeah.
Schedule frequent breaks so that you are taking that time to rest and get out of the heat. Use a damp rag if you can around your neck or your forehead. That next graphic, Jason, avoid getting sunburned. That's a really good one because we're out there and we think we just go out there and start working, but you really do need to cover up. Wear a hat if working outside, a big brim one if you can, not just a baseball hat. Protective eyewear, so something with UVA and UVB light. Be alert to signs of heat-related illness. Avoid the direct sun. Now, this is a big one because we just want to stay out there and get it done, but you really do need to take those frequent breaks and eat smaller meals. This is a really bad one, I think, because we're all eating what I like to call hurricane food, and we still have a lot of that left over sometimes, and so we want to eat all those cookies
What's
and
wrong
chips.
with SpaghettiOs?
Yeah, cookies and chips and all of that stuff. So it'd be good to stay away from that if you can. And then, even with the best prevention techniques that we can try to employ, sometimes you just have a medical emergency and you need to call 911. It's better to be safe than sorry in that type of situation.
All right, let's hold that thought. We're going to come back for another segment with Lisa Schilling. She always brings great information here. And I always love the fact that she brings graphics because that's important too, because sometimes when you're delirious, the only thing you can see are the pictures and see what they mean, and it makes sense to you. So we'll take a short break. We'll come right back. More important information with Lisa Schilling.